Okay, so here we have the 2015 Honda Accord. This is going to be an EXL V6 model, which really is one of the best that we produce. For illustrative purposes, I'm going to go over everything that would be the same for an EXL, because a lot of the content, a lot of the features are going to be the same except for the engine itself. First, I want to be able to hit the remote. Here's my remote right here. This is awesome. This is a smart key remote. You have your lock, unlock, hold down for your trunk, and your panic. But this is about the most. I would hit lock on it. This right here is the most you're going to see the key fob the rest of the presentation. As I look around, you'll be able to see the car. Now, I'm going to spend a lot of the time going over the content of the vehicle today. A lot of the safety stuff, Honda's obviously known for their dramatic safety effects on the vehicle. They are a top safety pick plus from the Institute for Highway Safety. Excellent vehicle, highest rated crash test that you can have, past all the new standard testing that we have in the industry. So what I want to do first is I want to show you where this pass key comes into play. As I approach the vehicle, right here, I'm going to zoom down low, there's a button. That button locks the car. Now when I get close to the car and I put my hand on it, there it is, it unlocked. I lock it over, hit the button, now my car's locked again. It's just that easy. There's not a lot of hem-haw or anything that you need to do. There's a button, put your hand on it, it opens. As we move back to the trunk here, I'm going to show you the trunks feature. Now the trunk, if you look right down in there, right here it says trunk open. All I got to do, put my finger on it, up it goes. No key once again. Floor mats are in the back. That's pretty self-explanatory. You do have a pass-through trunk. You pull this little lever right here. The back will fold down, giving you access to be able to slide anything through. You do have two little hooks right there and right there for securing any kind of luggage or anything like that. And then obviously underneath of the vehicle right here, you're going to have your spare tire. Just lift and raise, okay? Everything is located right there in the trunk. Now when I do close the hood back over, or the trunk that is, it'll lock in place. I don't have to worry about it, okay? Very simple. Up on the top, you'll notice the antenna. That antenna pretty much lets you know that the vehicle is satellite equipped. So this vehicle will have XM radio on it. And then as we move along, there's one other little thing here on the side I want you guys to be able to see. I don't know if you can, but right there, there's a camera built into the side mirror. This is awesome. It's a feature called Lane Watch. Whenever you turn the right turn signal on, you automatically get that camera kick in and show you everything going down the side of the vehicle. This way here, if there's somebody walking up the side or anything, you have full control of knowing what's in your surroundings. So, awesome feature that Honda came out with. I'm going to open this handle. Passenger side, power seats, as you guys can tell. Power windows, power locks. Tons of space in the front here. I'm actually going to push this seat and recline it. You can see how it moves forward, backwards, kind of standard. Okay. So that is pretty easy right there. Now I'm going to move around, guys. I'm going to go over a lot of the content with you. A lot of these cars nowadays are so technologically advanced that people are very nervous about being able to actually operate the car. It's so easy. There's not really any trick to doing it. Honda really excels at making sure that what they produce is easy for the regular consumer. So you don't have to be tech savvy or walk around with a GoPro on your head in order to use the car. When I open the door, you'll notice a couple things. Power windows, power locks, power mirrors, memory seats. And the speaker here, you have speakers on the other pillar as well. Down here, you're going to see lane departure warning, the ECOM button, the traction control or vehicle stability control. You'll have a hook for your hood. And then right down here, you have the push-pull for your trunk and your gas cap. Hondas do have a locking gas cap. So one thing to keep in mind, it is nice. First time you might use it, might throw you off because you get out and try to pop the tank and it doesn't work. Other than that, you can see the amount of room that we have inside the car. And over here, you can see the amount of room we have in the back seat. Car just came in, so some of the plastic's still in it. But the back seats are great. They are set up for the latch system. Let me go into this for a second. The latch system stands for lower anchors and tethers for children. Yeah, obviously it's a safety feature, and it's awesome. If you can see in here, you got 1, 2, 3, and 4. They're big metal rods that are in here, and they're like hoops. And you secure your car seat onto them. This way here, the car seat has a much better point. It's a 3-point car seat. 1, 2, and then up top in the back, it's probably easier to go in from this way. You can see the hooks across the back. You can fit 3 car seats across the back of this, so it stands for lower anchors and tethers for children. You have air conditioning vents in the back of the vehicle, as you can notice right here. The backseat occupants can change the flow rate that they want, as well as the direction. And then you have a armrest. So, just for convenience for the people in the back, okay? Simple. Now, let's get to the fun stuff. The fun stuff actually happens inside the car. Okay. Now we're in here, we're going to gun her over, foot on the brake, just push the start button. Okay? Super, super easy once again.
I'll take a moment too.
Now what you'll notice here is your steering wheel has a lot of commands on it. These commands can be used or not used. You also have the access to be able to do a lot of it right through in here in your display. But first, let me start off. You have this Econ button right there. The Econ button is basically a fuel-saving, economical driving for dummies button. Those old yellow and black books that you would find in Barnes & Nobles or in one of the stores, they're great. It basically makes sure that you're always driving the vehicle in the most opportune moments, or in the most opportune way of driving it. The car, right back in here, you can notice, right now the outside of that is white. As we start driving, that's going to change colors from green to a bluish tone, and it's going to let you know if you're driving good, or if you're accelerating too fast, or when it's green, it's good. When it's green, it's growing type basis. So the car's doing great, it's performing great, you're in optimal fuel efficiency, no problem whatsoever. Now, on the steering console, this little button, we're going to look over here. This little button, when I press it, is going to pull up my display. I can switch between music, I can switch between audio, I can switch between gas, looking at my fuel mileage. This is what's going to show you what you want on your display. The source button right here is going to let me switch between FM, AM, XM, and go from there. This is something really nice. It's able to be switched through back and forth real fast, where you don't have to worry about anything or go through a whole bunch of stuff. You have your phone controls, which are right down here. You have your cruise control, set, resume, accelerate, cancel, the normal, okay? The car is great because it looks like there's stuff, and it looks like there's a ton of things that are daunting, but there's not. When I get in it, I can turn my radio on or off, switch my channels. It's all touchscreen. All right, right now I'm on XM radio, but you can switch this however you would like. I can click on the source tab, go between FM, AM, XM, CD, a USB hookup, iPod, Bluetooth, Pandora, the AHA network, which is awesome, and the auxiliary input. The AHA network is great because for someone like me, I'm from Philadelphia originally, I can have my AHA account set to Philadelphia stations, and while we're driving in the car, it's super easy. I can end up having MMR or 94.1 YSP, and I can listen to local sports, local talk shows, things from places that I had grown up in without having to try to do all this kind of syncing and apps and all that kind of stuff. This is just super easy. It's right there. You can pre-program your phone to have it all on there. Basic and simple. Clock, when I hit the clock button, you can set your clock. Look how easy that is. There's no holding buttons in or anything like that. Phone, we're going to pair the phone up when I drive around and run inside to go get it. Now over here you have your display, which is kind of where you can make your selections. So you can turn, go to phone, info, audio, go to the actual settings. I can hit settings here and get audio settings, as you can see. Source select pop up. There's a little back button right there. I can go through everything. I can go into the vehicle and I can change when I want certain things to happen. I can change my way my meters are, my driving position, my keyless access, my lighting setup. If you look at your lighting setup, the interior light dimming time when you get in the car, the headlight auto off timer. So when you get in, if you want your car's headlights to stay on for a little bit longer than normal, you can change that in there. The auto light sensitivity is for your daytime running lights. It'll be able to go from there and be able to detect the outside light. I'm gonna hit back. Door setup, you can change the way your doors work. Auto door lock, auto door unlock. These two features were a saving grace for us. We have two little kids, and we have a 14 Odyssey EXL. And every time we would drive them to sleep them, the minute I put the car in park, the doors would unlock, and they would wake up, start crying, and we'd have to start the whole process all over again. Luckily, I could turn right into the program itself, right into the car, turn it where auto door unlock, hit the enter button on that, and it gives me options. All doors will lock when the driver door opens. All doors will unlock when the driver door opens. All doors will unlock when shifted to park. All doors will unlock when the ignition switches switched off. Or all doors will unlock never. So I just went down and hit off. So now the car doesn't unlock itself whenever you do any of those prior things. So now we can drive around, the kids fall asleep, we put it in park, boom. They're out, no worries. So it's great because you can really customize the vehicle to how you want it. This little button here is a brightness display. As I hit it, see how it changes the display? I'm gonna leave it right there for now. Makes it a little bit easier to see, but when it gets night, you don't want, or dusk, and that display is popping, you don't want to have it, hurting your eyes or anything like that. Now down here, you'll see we have heated seats for both the driver and the passenger. I'm going to get this out of the way so you can see a little easier. Open that up. That's where you can put your, your plug in. Down here is where your USB plug-in will go and your auxiliary jack. This is awesome having this up front here, because what it does is it enables you to have your phone out and keep it charged. So for somebody like me, I like to take advantage of every trick in the book. So I use Google Maps, and I can have my phone plugged in, my phone sitting up here, and I'm going to go over this with you in a few minutes, and actually have Google Maps working live on my phone. So, or in my car, going through the Bluetooth. It's absolutely awesome. The Bluetooth is great, and I'm going to drive over to the store right now, but the Bluetooth is great because for us and kids, I can turn into the PBS app, and the PBS app will allow me to play all their favorite shows that they love hearing. So they'll be able to hear Daniel Tiger or Dinosaur Train or Super Y, and they just like the theme song. They're only one, but it's great. It gives them a little bit of peace, and then they fall asleep. So we normally wouldn't be able to do that, but thanks to the Bluetooth and thanks to how easy Honda pairing is, it hooks right up, and that's all there is to it. So I'm going to cut this off, run over, get my phone, show you guys how to sync up, make a call, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so here we are now, and we're going to go over the phone functions and pairing your phone up, which is one of everybody's favorite things to do. Our phones are such an important part of our lives nowadays that being able to integrate your phone with your car almost seamlessly is awesome. So here's going to be my iPhone. We're going to go over this together. All right, I'm going to come over now, and this is what you do. You go into your settings of your phone, go to your Bluetooth, make sure your Bluetooth is on and discoverable. No phone is paired to the system. Would you like to add a phone now? So I'm going to hit yes. Okay, so now, I hit the wrong button there. Select yes. Make sure Bluetooth is on and set to discoverable on your mobile phone. Please visit the website in your owner's manual for a list of compatible devices. Pretty much everything's going to be compatible as long as it's Bluetooth enabled. Hit OK.
The pairing process requires operation of a Bluetooth device. For proper system function, a compatible Bluetooth device is required. Please visit the hands-free system website listed in the owner's manual for a list of approved devices and other system information. From the displayed list, select the desired device.
Okay. So now as you can see, right up on here, it came up with Philips iPhone. I'm going to hit select.
Compare the numbers displayed on your device.
It's showing me a code of 412286 on my phone. Showing the code of 412286. I'm going to hit pair.
connection setup is complete.
And now we're done.
Been added.
Okay. Now that's awesome. Now what it's going to do is it's going to import all of my recent phone calls. All of my recent phone calls, all of my speed lists, everything. So right now it's asking me if I want to synchronize my phone. I'm going to hit on. So now everything that I have is going wirelessly over to my phone. This is awesome. This is where I say that the phone becomes integrated with the car. So right now everything is being brought over, and I have so many different options. Right here is my call history. I can click on call history. I can click on dialed calls. Here's all my dialed calls. Shows I call my mom, my wife, guys at work, stuff like that. Real easy. So, and then I can just scroll right down, pick who I want to call, and bam, I'm dialing. Received calls, missed calls, all calls, the normal. So that's awesome. You have speed dial. I can go into my phone book, hit my phone book right here, and now all my contacts are already going to be up. So, you know, I can scroll through them. Here's everybody that I know, and then some people I probably don't know. So it's real easy. Everything is in there. I can scroll right through and make my phone calls. It's awesome. So now my phone's paired. I'm going to show you how easy it is to go ahead and make a call. You got a couple different ways of doing it. I can go over to the dial, hit dial, and then manually enter in my codes, which tend to be a little bit of a headache. What I like to do is go to dial and then dial right on my keypad right here. So 912-790-5455, dial.
Thank you for calling Granger Automotive family of dealerships. For quality of service, this call may be recorded.
Yep, the old one in it kind of threw it off. So now you can hear the call coming through the phone. I also have controls over here that I can lower and raise the volume. I'm calling my extension again, so nobody's going to be there to answer since I'm out here. So I can just hit select and hang up. So anyway, that's how the phone system works. So it's really easy to end up doing. You don't have to worry about a lot. Another thing that you can do is you can dial right from your phone and it's going to pair itself up. So let's say I get back to my display over here and I hit select. All right, and I'm going to call. So I'm going to hit my dial button here and I'm going to go and then hit dial. It's automatically going to sync itself up with my phone and with the car. So now you can hear it going.
Thank you for calling Granger Automotive family of dealerships. For quality of service, this call may be recorded.
Thank you for calling Granger Honda, home with a lifetime warranty. I'm about to rate your call.
Hey, it's Phil. I was just checking how the phone works out in this car.
All right.
All right, thanks. See you in a little bit.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so you can see how easy that is. You can either call right from your phone. If you don't want to dial from the pad, it'll automatically link itself up. Any incoming call will automatically link itself up with your phone. So there's very little stuff that you have to actually do. There's no crazy buttons to press or anything like that. You can do everything right through your phone, or you can do it through the car. Easy either way. Another awesome feature that I love here is I'm going to click on source on the display, and I'm going to go over to Bluetooth. So right now I'm on Bluetooth, and I can, like I was telling you, I can do a couple different things. All right, I'm going to show you here. I'm going to go into my music, hit the music. I can go to playlists. I can scroll down. I can click on the Zach Brown Band, click on Chicken Fried, and that easy. So if you have playlists on your phone, you have anything that you want on there, you're done. Anything that you can play through the audio on your phone, you can play through here. So without having to have wires, you can see my phone's disconnected, without having to have wires, any of that kind of crazy stuff, you can stream any of your playlists right through the car at pretty much any time. Now if I want to change up, I can go back and just change up. So if I want to play a different song, I just click on it and it's going to switch itself over. So now we're playing a different song. Real easy. I also have the ability to hit the button and switch between the songs that I'm going to play. As you can see, I can do it right from the phone itself. On the display screen, it tells, you know, all the info on it. It's, you get what you give. CD. It's track 3, Make This Day, Zach Brown Band on my iPhone. So real easy. You can pause it right from there. Let's get this thing going here. I'm going to take off. I'm already buttoned up. So I am going to head on out. And you can tell as we are driving, the car is real quiet. It doesn't make a ton of noise or anything like that. And by noise, I mean, you know, the normal stuff that you get when you're driving. Road noise is very low and brought down in this. So I'm going to head out. We're going right into the sun for a second here, so I hope the picture is decent. This road is a really rough road. We take customers on this road all the time because of just how poor it is. So you'll get a real good idea on whether or not the sound is good in the car. Looks like we have a train coming up ahead, go figure. But what I wanted to do is pull up the Google Maps, which is an awesome program. I highly recommend it. Google Maps is a program that will allow you to basically get navigation in your car for free. It's simple. It's on an app, just plain as day, called Google Maps. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn around right in here because I'm not going to wait for the train. I'm going to turn around right in here and I'm going to show how to pair this up. And at the same point, I'm going to show how awesome the turn radius is. Okay, so now for Google Maps. We talked a lot about the Bluetooth. Now, here on my iPhone, I'm going to go to the app called Google Maps. It's a free app. It's right here, Google Maps. I'm going to click on it, and then it's going to ask me where do I want to go to. Okay, this is a map of my surroundings. Up in the top up here, I'm going to click on Granger, Honda. I'm going to mark it off. It's going to pull it up on the map. It's going to tell me I'm 3 minutes away. I can hit the button and I can hit start navigation. Now this
northeast on Telfire Road toward Bunger Pit Road.
It automatically streams it right through the car. What I like to do is turn it sideways and just leave it right there. Because normally you just have your fuel or your display or what song you're listening to, but you can just set it right up on there, and guess what? For free, without paying any money whatsoever, I now have a full navigation in the car that's powered by Google Maps. So I'm going to turn left here so it can start redirecting itself, and you can hear it recorrect itself. You can see how you can see it right there without a problem, and we'll see what it goes on. So we're all clear to pull out here. Now it's going to reroute my route because obviously I'm going a different direction.
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Telfire Place.
This is why I really love Honda, because things like this are so simple. I hit the app, it automatically pairs up. I can tell you from experience on other phones, and on, not other phones, but other system pairing with phones, it is an absolute nightmare to get this to happen. You have to press about 13 different buttons to get there.
Turn left onto Telfire Place.
So it's telling me to turn left onto Telfair Place. But like I was saying, I can tell you that Honda doesn't try to pigeonhole their users into it needs to be an Android phone, it needs to be a Microsoft phone.
In a half mile, turn left onto Chatham Parkway.
It's very friendly. So just that fast, no wires, no anything. It's giving me perfect directions. It's telling me exactly where to go. So I'm going to stop off to the side over here real quick. We probably have a second. I'm going to show you a couple things about the car. First of all, we have the ability to turn your headlight, your interior cabins on, off, however you need to. You can set it so it goes off when the door opens. Pretty standard stuff. You do have a power sunroof, all right, that I can open up. Just hit this button right here. And as you can tell, it's a nice blue sky out here. Sunroof opens. Real easy. Hit the button again, and it closes. You have your eyeglass holder, sunglass holder. And then on this particular model, you have HomeLink, which allows the car to pair up with the, with your house, garage door openers and such. So we are going to move on. You got a couple other nice features about the vehicle. First of all, I'm going to take my Google Maps off of here real quick, and I'm actually going to push it off to the side so I can still see it, but I can also still see my dash now. There's a car behind me, but what I want to illustrate here is if I were to turn my right turn signal on, I'm going to zoom in. You can see right now there's a button on the side of the wheel here that I can press, but that's the entire side of the car. you can see everything I'm driving past showing up in that camera. That's that little side camera that I had showed you guys. So you can see the use of it. Now, I'm getting ready to come up to an intersection right here. Now, I'm going to turn left. But if I was going to turn right, I can put this on and I can see if anybody's coming up the side of me.
Parkway.
So Google Maps now is telling me to turn left on the Chatham Parkway. But if I was sitting here and I was at a light, let's see if this guy's following him. Nope. If I was sitting here at this light and I had my right turn signal on, as soon as I press the right turn signal, the camera kicks on. I can see if somebody's flying up on a bicycle. I can see if somebody's jogging or running or whatever. If you live in a city, down here in Savannah, we have a lot of people that are on walking tours and people that are biking the area. You get to one of our squares and you make a right, you can have someone run right into the side of you if they're not paying attention. So that's what ends up happening there. I'm going to switch back over to my left turn signal. You'll hear Google Map update. And then also I'm going to show you guys the lane departure warning. I haven't really talked about that, but there's some awesome features of this. There's sensors in each one of the corners of the vehicle when you're driving that can tell when you start swerving on the road. And when that happens, you're going to get your lane departure warning going off. It's going to make a beeping noise and it's going to tell you, hey, what are you doing? You're all over the road.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the left.
So I'm going to let it get tracking, and then when I get over this railroad here, I want to start swerving out of the lane. And you'll see what happens here. All right, so we're going. We got our lanes. I'm going to start drifting without my turn signal on. Whoa. Pull me back in. Start drifting to the left a little. Whoop. Pull me back in. So for whatever reason, if your eyes come off the road and you do start drifting, whoop, you know, the car tells you. It also has a forward collision warning. That's going to be a lot harder to demonstrate, but the forward collision warning is awesome because the same thing that it does with the lane departure warning,
on the left.
the same thing it does with the lane departure warning, it does with this. So if a car starts slowing down in front of you and you don't see it, you're going to get your forward collision warning going off. So really is great, really is awesome, helps out a ton, and you really don't have a lot to worry about when it comes to it. So I'm going to turn back here into the store. I'm going to show you one last thing, which is the backup camera. It is a movable backup camera, which means that as you are going, it will automatically curve. So when I'm coming here, I'm going to try and back into a spot without looking behind my head. I go into reverse. As you can see, it has the little orange right now. Now I'm going to start backing up. It's going to tilt. See it turning? And I'm going to try and get myself right in there. I got to keep going. Now I can straighten. Now I can turn. Straighten out a little bit more. Can you see it? Now I'm going to go straight back. And there we go. I'm perfect. Stop the car, get out, and let's see how good the backup did for us. I'm pretty darn straight. I'm pretty good close to the curb. Simple, easy process. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to visit our website, grangerhonda.com.